Let's just say and assume and concede that everyone's experience with Jesus is supernatural, is miraculous, and there is such a thing as encountering Jesus. But that is only on an etheric level. Pretty much everyone that I know that has had such an experience, they come back into their mental body and the experience is tainted by ego mind, by the psychological mind because of the traumatic soul wounds. So regardless of what experience was had in the etheric body with Jesus, it had usually very little impact on the mental ego body and the psychological trauma body. And as a result, people will express their experience with Jesus. It will come through as elitist, often puffed up. They glory in their experiences and giftings. But it hasn't touched their heart. It hasn't touched their soul in the wounded parts, and they are projecting and reflecting whatever the experience has taught them. They're projecting it to through their mental ego mind. And that is what causes a person to come across as prideful, arrogant, inflated, religious, and pharisaical. Most Christians are probably not aware that they have 5 layers to their being: physical, emotional, psychological, mental, and spiritual. And they experience Jesus only on one level, the spiritual level. But then that is not integrated in the 4 other bodies. And that's how the incongruence comes about. There is not oneness or union between those 5 bodies. And so that one experience in that one body stands out, and it presents itself in a religious, spiritual, elitist manner that is not integrated with the other layers, and they all operate separate in separation. The ego mind is separate from the spirit and from the psyche, from the soul, from the energy, the frequency, and from the physical body. True salvation is when the spiritual frequency touches and permeates all 5 layers, and the whole body comes into union. And that is what I have noticed in every Christian. They are primarily operating from their mental ego body, regurgitating scripture, regurgitating what their head has learned. And it's an intellectual practice more than a spiritual practice.